another video on my channel. So today I am going to be doing my thoughts on restrictive eating. Do I think it's good, bad, have I tried it, my experience on restrictive eating. I am not a dietitian, I am not a weight loss specialist, I am not very educated on this, but I am for myself. So I'm just going to kind of share what happened to me, if it worked, if it didn't work, pros, cons, and my story. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and let's get started. Okay, so restrictive eating. I personally had a bad experience with restrictive eating. It just got to be too much. So this video is going to be about why I don't like restrictive eating, what it can cause. So my mindset with restrictive eating was to build muscle, and I just knew it wasn't working. It was not working. So the definition of restrictive eating is, sorry, I have some notes here, is limited food intake to a certain number of calories or certain food groups. So this can lack variety of your food, and it can cause you to be underweight, especially if you're my age and you're not aiming to lose weight. Benefits of restrictive eating is if you're trying to lose weight, it can happen. It can reduce abdominal fat, so it can reduce belly fat if that's one of the areas you're targeting. It also lowers your blood pressure and cholesterol, which also is a benefit, but overall I feel like it's something that you can do on a daily basis instead of restrictive eating. And it can make your blood sustainable and insulin. So here are some of the cons. There's a lot more cons because it didn't work for me. So it can lower your metabolism, which at our age, our metabolism is so fast, so we want it to stay that way. And if you start restrictive eating, it could lower your metabolism, and then you're kind of stuck in a rut. It can cause fatigue and nutrient deficits, so you cannot be getting enough nutrients sometimes, because there might be one food that's working for you, but you're not getting enough nutrient from that food. And yeah, it can cause fatigue. It can cause you to be really tired, and because you're not getting enough energy. It can weaken your bones. So at our age, we want strong bones. We do not want to weaken our bones, especially at 13 years old. I want my bones to be as strong as possible. So that's something that kind of triggered me, and I was like, oh, I need to stop this. It may lower your immunity, and at our age, we want our immunity to be very high. A couple other things, it can cause binge cycles. So this is something that I stopped it for because I was restricting myself from eating cookies and eating sweets and stuff like that. And then I found myself at 8 o'clock at night binging on those foods, and I couldn't stop. I was like wolfing down cookies, and I could not stop. So that's one of the things that I was like, okay, I need to stop this cycle. And it can put you in a bad mindset, which is what happened to me. So now I'm going to be sharing with y'all my story. So I wasn't building muscle like I wanted to. I was binging like crazy. Whenever I say I was binging like crazy, I was binging like crazy. I was uncontrollable. I could not control myself. I had no discipline over myself, and it was really bad. It got to the point where I would feel guilty after eating a cookie, but I just couldn't stop because my body was like, oh, she's giving me that food, I'm not gonna get any more, so let me try and get a lot of that food right now. I could never get full. I would always eat like salads for lunch with not a lot of carbs, not a lot of protein, and I could never get full. I feel like I was eating like a bottomless pit. I would eat like 7 times a day. I would have so many snacks, and I'd be like limiting myself to like fruit for snacks, and that's not very filling. So an hour later, I would go back to the kitchen, get more fruit, get more vegetables, because I thought that was the way to do it. I had the most horrible mindset. It was awful. Every time I ate a cookie, I was like, oh my God, Lucy, what are you doing? Like, stop eating that stuff. And I just found myself in this mindset where I wasn't allowing myself to eat anything except for fruits and vegetables, and that is not the mindset you want to be in. So I stopped this restrictive eating cycle. I knew that it was not for me. And that's one of the things with like dieting. I don't like to use the word dieting and creating I don't know. Implementing healthy habits in your everyday life, you have to learn what works for you, what doesn't work for you. So this did not work for me, so I stopped it completely. What I do now is intuitive eating. So this is where you listen to your body, you give your body what it wants, when it wants it. You can do intuitive eating in healthy ways, but basically I have no food rules anymore, and I'm thriving off of that. I will make a whole other video on intuitive eating. So that is basically my experience on restrictive eating and binge cycles. I don't recommend, especially if you're my age, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to make your blood pressure go down and your cholesterol go down, you go for it. But if you're at my age, if you're in your teen years, I do not recommend, because you do not want to lower your metabolism at this age. So yeah. I don't recommend, but that's basically my story, what it is, and everything like that. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and follow me on Instagram right here. And I will see you guys in my next video. Please let me know if you guys like these videos. DM me on Instagram, since comments are not working. I'm trying to get comments to keep working, but they aren't. So DM me on Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.